Welcome back to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu, your guide to understanding this crazy world of AI.
It's definitely changing fast.
It really is. And today we're diving into Gartner's Hype Cycle
Oh, yes.
for artificial intelligence for 2024.
Always an interesting one.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like a roadmap showing where different AI innovations stand, from that initial excitement to, the climb towards widespread use.
Yeah, it's a snapshot of where we are and where we might be going with AI.
And that's what we want to unpack today.
Exactly.
What's striking is the report's focus on transformational AI innovations.
Yeah, those technologies that could completely reshape industry.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're talking real game changers here.
Absolutely. This is about the stuff that's not just incremental, but truly disruptive.
Before we get lost in the details, though,
Yeah.
what would you say are the key takeaways?
The big picture things listeners should really grasp from this hype cycle.
Exactly. What should they be paying attention to?
I think the report really emphasizes the need for strategic combinations of AI technologies.
Combinations. So it's not just about chasing the latest shiny object.
It's not enough to just jump on the bandwagon of whatever's trending.
Right. Like we see with generative AI.
Oh, absolutely. Gen AI is a perfect example.
It's powerful stuff, but maybe the initial frenzy's settling down a bit.
Yeah, the hype's starting to even out a bit.
So the report's suggesting we need to think bigger.
Think beyond the wow factor and focus on integrating Gen AI with other AI approaches.
Okay. So where should we be looking beyond Gen AI then?
Well, two areas that really stand out in the report are AI engineering and knowledge graphs.
Knowledge graphs have been catching my attention lately on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
They're definitely gaining traction.
What's fueling that surge of interest? Why are they so important?
There's a growing demand for explainability in AI.
We want to know how the AI is making its decisions.
Exactly. And knowledge graphs offer that transparency because of their structured approach to information.
It's like they provide a map that AI can understand.
Yeah, a map of information that AI can reason with, providing that logic and explainability that's often missing.
Especially with approaches like deep learning.
Yeah, deep learning can be a bit of a black box.
So knowledge graphs help build trust in AI.
They're a key part of building AI we can rely on.
And what about AI engineering? What does that fit into this landscape?
AI engineering is all about creating the right foundation for AI success.
So it's not just about the algorithms themselves.
It's about the processes, the tools, the infrastructure needed to develop and deploy AI effectively.
And to do it at scale.
Exactly. It's like building a solid foundation for the entire AI life cycle.
Which is essential with so many innovations popping up all over the hype cycle.
The report highlights some interesting newcomers, like composite AI and causal AI.
Composite AI. Now, that sounds intriguing.
It's like having an AI toolkit, combining different techniques to create more robust solutions.
Wait, so it's not just one technique, but a blend.
Exactly. Like combining machine learning, rule-based systems, even knowledge graphs.
So you're getting the best of all worlds.
You're building a more adaptable AI that can tackle different kinds of problems.
And what about causal AI? What makes it so fascinating?
Causal AI tackles the why behind the data.
We're going beyond just correlations.
We're trying to understand cause and effect.
So we can understand why things happen and maybe even change the outcome.
Exactly. It's about moving from prediction to understanding.
Which is powerful stuff.
And it's what allows us to develop AI that can explain its reasoning and suggest actions we can take.
Okay, so that's causal AI. And then there's decision intelligence.
Another important one.
The report seems to emphasize its significance.
It provides a framework for making more informed and transparent decisions.
Especially in our data-driven world.
It's about using AI to navigate complexity and make choices that are not just efficient, but also explainable.
And aligned with our goals.
Right. It's about bringing together data AI and human judgment to make these decisions.
Now, that's crucial as AI starts playing a larger role in decision-making.
It's about empowering humans with AI-powered insights.
Okay, so we've talked about the exciting new stuff, but the hype cycle also shows us where things are facing challenges.
Yes. The trough of disillusionment.
Which doesn't mean failure.
Right. It's a natural part of the innovation journey.
Like a reality check.
Exactly. The initial hype might be fading, but there's still potential.
The report mentions synthetic data and model ops as examples.
Yeah. Both hold promise, but also face some hurdles.
Can you unpack that a little for our listeners?
Sure. So with synthetic data, there are concerns about bias.
Even though it's artificially generated?
Right. It's still a reflection of the real world, and if the data used to create it contains biases, those biases will be present in the synthetic data as well.
So it's not a perfect solution.
It's a tool that needs to be used responsibly and with careful validation.
And what about model ops? What challenges are they encountering?
Model ops is about managing AI models throughout their life cycle, but the report points to inconsistencies in its implementation.
So there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And organizations are still figuring out the best strategies.
So navigating this trough requires careful consideration.
It's about understanding the limitations while also recognizing the potential.
And speaking of potential, the report highlights a transformational category in its priority matrix.
Oh, yes. The ones that could really shake things up.
I'm particularly intrigued by computer vision decision intelligence and embodied AI.
Those are the ones to watch.
What makes them stand out as potential game changers?
Well, computer vision is already widely used, but the report suggests we're just scratching the surface.
So there's even more to come.
New techniques and applications are emerging that could revolutionize industries.
It's exciting to imagine what the future holds for computer vision.
It's one of the areas where AI is making the biggest impact.
And then there's decision intelligence. We've touched upon it, but it seems to have earned its place in this transformational category.
It offers a vision of a future where decisions are not just data-driven, but also transparent and easily understood.
It's like giving leaders an AI-powered compass to navigate complexity.
Exactly. It provides a framework for making more informed and strategic decisions.
And then there's embodied AI.
Now that's where things get really futuristic.
As the AI coach, what do you think is driving this concept of giving AI a physical presence in the world?
I think it's a natural progression. We're moving from AI that exists solely in the digital realm to AI that can interact with the physical world.
Robots that can navigate our world or virtual avatars that feel as real as the person sitting next to you.
It's about blurring the lines between the digital and physical.
Where do you see this heading?
The possibilities are immense. Think about robots that can assist with everyday tasks or virtual teachers that can adapt to individual learning styles.
It's taking the concept of AI beyond algorithms and into the realm of physical interaction.
And the report even suggests that embodied AI is a step towards artificial general intelligence.
Now that opens up a whole new can of worms.
It does. It's both exciting and a bit daunting.
It raises a lot of ethical and societal questions.
Questions we'll need to address as embodied AI continues to evolve.
It's a reminder that as we push the boundaries of AI, we also need to think about the potential implications.
Responsible AI is more important than ever.
Absolutely. We've covered a lot of ground already in this first part of our deep dive.
We have. We've only just begun to explore the AI landscape.
But for now, let's pause here and take a moment to absorb all this information.
We'll be back shortly to continue our exploration of the Gartner Hype Cycle for Artificial Intelligence 2024.
Right here on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Where we're picking up our journey through the AI innovation landscape of 2024.
Right. We were talking about those technologies navigating the trough of disillusionment.
It's a good reminder that not every AI innovation has a smooth ride to success.
Definitely. It's about setting realistic expectations.
And understanding that setbacks happen.
The report highlighted synthetic data and model ops as examples.
Okay, synthetic data sounds great in theory, but as you mentioned, there are concerns about bias.
Even though it's artificially generated, it's still based on real-world data.
So if that data is biased, the synthetic data will be too.
Exactly. The report really stresses the need for careful validation.
To make sure the synthetic data is actually representative.
And unbiased. Otherwise, you're just perpetuating the same problems.
So it's not a cure-all for data scarcity or privacy issues.
It's a tool that needs to be used responsibly and ethically.
What about model ops? We talked about those inconsistencies in implementation.
Right. There's no standardized approach yet.
Which creates challenges for organizations.
Especially when it comes to managing AI models effectively.
It can lead to inefficiencies, errors, even missed opportunities.
And it can slow down the adoption of AI.
The report emphasizes the need for standardization and best practices.
We're seeing some progress in that area.
Are those best practices emerging?
New tools and frameworks are being developed to streamline model ops.
Making it more manageable for organizations.
Exactly. The key is for organizations to embrace these advancements.
And establish clear processes.
For managing their AI models throughout their life cycle.
Now, shifting gears a bit, the report also touches upon quantum AI.
Ah, yes, quantum AI. The realm of the future.
It's placed at the very beginning of the hype cycle,
Still very early days.
but with the potential to be highly beneficial.
It's definitely a field that captures the imagination.
What are your thoughts on quantum AI?
Well, it's one of those areas that sparks both excitement and skepticism.
So a lot of potential, but also a lot of unknowns.
The report acknowledges that quantum AI is still in its infancy
A lot of research and development ahead.
before it becomes practical.
Okay, so what exactly is quantum AI?
Imagine harnessing the power of quantum mechanics to create AI systems that can solve problems beyond the capabilities of classical computers.
It's a completely different way of thinking about computing.
It leverages the unique properties of quantum systems
To create AI that can tackle complex challenges.
in areas like drug discovery materials, science financial modeling.
But the report also cautions that there are significant hurdles.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
technology is still in its early stages.
Building and maintaining quantum computers is incredibly complex,
And expensive.
so it's a long-term bet.
With potentially high rewards.
The report also delves into first principles AI.
Another technology at the nascent stages of the hype cycle.
What can you tell us about that?
First principles AI, also known as physics-informed AI, combines domain knowledge and fundamental physical principles with AI techniques
So it's about incorporating an understanding of the laws of nature
into AI models.
instead of just relying on data patterns
Exactly. It's about teaching AI about physics, chemistry, and other scientific principles.
to create more robust, adaptable, and explainable AI systems.
The report highlights its potential in areas like climate modeling materials, science, and drug discovery
It sounds like a way to connect AI with the physical world,
to bridge the gap between the abstract world of data and the real world.
but I imagine there are challenges associated with first principles AI as well,
Definitely. One challenge is the need for deep expertise.
in both the relevant domain and AI techniques,
It requires a multidisciplinary approach.
bringing together experts from different fields.
And there's the challenge of computational complexity,
These models can be very computationally intensive,
especially for large-scale systems.
so it's a powerful approach.
But it requires careful planning and execution.
Before we move on to explore some of the other exciting technologies highlighted in the report, let's take a short break.
We'll be back shortly to continue our deep dive into the Gartner Hype Cycle for Artificial Intelligence 2024, right here on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Welcome back to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
As we wrap up our exploration of the Gartner Hype Cycle for Artificial Intelligence in 2024.
We've talked about the hype and the hurdles, but I want to dive into something that feels a little bit sci-fi. Embodied AI.
It is a bit futuristic, isn't it? It's where the digital and physical worlds really start to merge.
The report talks about embodied AI transforming how we interact with technology and make decisions.
AI that can sense and interact with the physical world, or at least a simulation of it.
It's like robots that can navigate our world, or virtual avatars that can learn and adapt.
It's exciting stuff. The report highlights applications in healthcare, manufacturing, education, even entertainment.
So we're talking robots assisting surgeons, virtual teachers personalizing lessons.
The possibilities are pretty broad.
When might we see this become more commonplace? What's the timeline looking like?
Well, it's early days, but the report suggests significant advancements in the next 5 to 10 years.
There are still challenges, of course.
Oh, definitely technical hurdles to overcome.
But the potential is there.
Absolutely. And the report even mentions embodied AI as a step towards artificial general intelligence.
AGI, that's a pretty big leap.
It is AGI. The idea of AI matching or surpassing human intelligence is still largely theoretical.
But embodied AI could get us closer.
By creating AI that interacts with the world more like humans do.
It's like laying the groundwork for a future where AI is more of a partner than a tool.
Exactly. And that raises some important questions.
About ethics and societal impact.
We need to ensure embodied AI is developed and deployed responsibly.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears a bit, the report also discusses multi-agent systems, or MAS.
Yes, MAS. This is about creating AI systems made up of multiple independent agents.
So instead of one all-powerful AI, we have a team of specialized AIs,
Working together,
each with its own strengths.
collaborating and learning from each other.
What are the advantages of that approach?
Scalability for one, multi-agent systems can handle complex problems by breaking them down into smaller tasks.
So each agent focuses on a specific piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. And they're also more adaptable and robust.
If one agent fails, the others can pick up the slack.
The report highlights applications in robotics, energy management, even financial trading.
It sounds like multi-agent systems could be a key part of managing complex systems.
They offer a lot of flexibility and potential for optimization.
Now, the report also talks about AI simulation as a high-benefit technology.
AI simulation is all about using simulations to train and test AI systems in virtual environments.
So it's like a virtual playground for AI.
Exactly. It allows developers to create all sorts of scenarios and see how their AI performs.
without any real-world consequences.
They can test different conditions, gather data, and improve their AI safely and efficiently.
The report specifically mentions its use in creating synthetic data.
It's a powerful way to generate data when real-world data is scarce or sensitive.
It's like creating a virtual world to generate the data you need.
And it can significantly speed up the training process for AI models.
So AI simulation could be a game changer for AI development.
It's definitely a technology to watch.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive into the Gartner Hype Cycle for artificial intelligence.
We've covered a lot of ground.
From the peak of inflated expectations to the trough of disillusionment and beyond,
It's a dynamic and evolving landscape.
with both opportunities and challenges.
Staying informed and adopting a strategic and responsible approach to AI is key.
Absolutely. And for those who want to delve deeper into this world of AI,
The AI Coach by Anil Nathu offers a wealth of resources and insights.
you'll find articles, personalized coaching, and much more to guide you on your AI journey.
Visit the AI Coach website to learn more.
Thank you for joining us today on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.